Good morning, everyone. Tiffany here. I had a special request to make to show how to make a handmade envelope without using a sewing machine. So that's what I'm going to show you today. In front of me I have a few different kinds of papers. Really, you can use absolutely anything that you want to. So don't feel limited by this. You can use wrapping paper, you can use magazines, you can use a multitude of things. So what I have to kind of show you is this is an envelope. I mean, no, not an envelope. We're going to make an envelope. This is a calendar page that I tore out. I'm not sure what it's, that was 2012. I'm not sure exactly what its dimensions are, but average calendar page. This is my cleanup paper or my drop paper or whatever you call it, the paper that I use up under my workstation. That's what this is, and I've already cut it a little bit for a template to be able to use it as a template. So I'll show you how I did that as well. We're going to make that. I've got a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper that you can use any pattern paper or any really any paper, just the scrapbook paper I grabbed. I also have a stapler, so we're going to use a stapler, and then I also have a roll of masking tape and just some washi tape. You could use anything really that will adhere something. So let me check and see if I have any staples, because it doesn't look like I do. I'm going to go fill up my stapler and I'll be right back. Okay, you're also going to need a pair of scissors, and I'm going to use a cutter too. You don't have to have that, just something to cut it up, but you know, if you have it, that's great too. So let's start with this big one, okay? And so in order for us to not have a super huge envelope, which you definitely could if you were shipping something large, I'm going to take and try to, I'm not very good at cutting stuff even, so I don't even try to worry about it. I'm going to guess that's probably about 3 inches. I'm going to cut off 3 inches. Of course, put this scrap to the side because of course we can use it for something else. Alright. The next thing I'm going to do is fold the paper. So I'm not going to fold it all the way to the top. I'm going to fold it where you're going to have a lip. Okay? And so I told you I couldn't cut straight, so it's off just a little, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to take my scissors, because I can't grab my bone folder right now, but anything to just smooth that crease out. Okay, and so now the paper looks like this. You gave it a lip, which is what we're going to actually do at the top. And then what we're going to do now is fold it just a little bit. And then this side too. Fold it just a little bit. Okay. And so now we have a piece of paper that looks like this. Alright. So we're going to come back and trim this bottom part. The part that's shorter. The shorter side. We're just going to use where we've actually made those marks. We're going to use that as a guideline as to what we need to trim. So over here, we're going to take and trim just that edge off on both sides. Okay. So we got that. Now at the top, we're going to need to use this as a guide and snip that little part off so we can seal it down. Alright, I hope that was all in frame. So now we are ready to glue it with a glue stick or use washi tape or whatever you want to do. Because this is going to be the top. Okay, that's going to be our envelope. So I'm going to take that pink washi tape that I had, and now that I've folded this edge over, I'm going to take, now what I would really do probably if I could find my glue stick at this particular moment is I would suggest gluing this with a glue stick and then coming back, you know, if you want to use washi tape, and using your washi tape to secure it, because we all know that the Postal Service gets a little crazy with our packages from time to time. So just to ensure that it is good and stuck for whatever you want to do. Alright, and so then we'll do the other side. And just seal it down. Get back in frame, Tiffany. Okay. Alright, so now we have that done. So that envelope is good. You would just have to address it, embellish it any way you want to if you want, and then stuff it with whatever you got to stuff it with, and then put the glue stick at the top, seal it down, and then reinforce it with the washi tape. So the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper into an envelope is complete now. The second one I have is the calendar page. Now this is going to make a longer, thinner, more business style envelope. Okay, so for this one, it's a little longer than what I would like. So I'm just going to take, I thought the cats looking this way would be cute to put the address right here. So all I'm going to do on this is very, very simple. I'm just going to trim off what I think should be trimmed off. And of course it's going to be uneven because I can't cut straight. So even with, about to knock the camera down. Even with the cutters, so who knows, I don't know. So okay, here we go, we have this. Now for this one, all I'm gonna do is I've already folded it where I have a little lip. Okay, so all I'm gonna do for this one is I'm not actually going to cut it like I did the first one. I'm gonna grab my masking tape and I'm just going to secure the edges with this. Now, if, like I say, if I had my glue stick quick, like right here, I would reinforce on the inside and put some glue right in here and then some tape over it. And then we're just going to wrap the tape around. Okay? And then the other side. Now, of course, you ladies are probably going to embellish and do something fun, but this is just a super basic decorative envelope that you can do that's not, you don't have to put forth too much effort. My little calendar page is torn right there. But now we have a secure envelope that we can stuff, and then you just fold the top and there's your envelope. I think it would be cute to address it right over here because of the little cats looking. That would be really cute. So that's number 2, made out of a calendar sheet. Number 3. I can't count. Jesus, it's too early. Okay. So this is my under paper. I cut it just like I did the 12 by 12. Okay. I trimmed it off. made it where it would fold over. That's probably, if you hear that, that's lightning and thunder that you're hearing. And so now I have a sheet like this, okay? Now to close this one up, I'm going to use the staples. And all I'm going to do is do just like you would a sewing machine and come right down the side. And you could go reverse it so the staples are on this side or the other side. Okay, so this is one side closed. Now I feel fairly confident with these staples that it's not going to rip apart, but you could always use the washi tape or the hot glue, not hot glue, God, I cannot think of what I'm trying to say this morning, the glue gun. And I kind of like the way it looked when it was like reversed like this. So halfway and then reverse it. Okay, so now all I have to do is stuff my envelope here and then wrap it over. I could staple it if the document or the goodies were not as long as the envelope. I could staple it at the top, or I could come back with my glue stick, reinforce it with the glue, whatever you want to do. So we finished this one, we finished this one, and we finished this one in a matter of literally less than 10 minutes. So thank you so much for tuning in. Debbie, I hope this helps you create your handmade envelopes without having a sewing machine. And guys, don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you like it, and please subscribe if you would like to be able to get updates on my channel often. Thanks. Have a great day.